I'm Paola Palma, the program leader of the Masters in Science in Maritime Archaeology at Bournemouth University. A few years back, I took my first dive in the stretch of waters just behind me. We are between Bournemouth and Poole. And the reason for that was that we at Bournemouth University had been told that there was a fantastic wreck lying in the seabed about 7 meters in depth. My colleague David Parham, myself and few students of ours went to have a look, and we saw something absolutely amazing. Beautiful shipwreck, a few artifacts, and we basically decided to investigate the wreck further. A few years later, we managed to secure some funding from English Heritage, Poole Harbour Commissioners and other fantastic sponsors, which have allowed us to investigate the site a bit further. Amongst the artifacts that we have found so far, there are some beautiful and outstanding carving, and in particular we found a rudder which is carved and is about 8 meters long and is very rare. Not just in Britain, but in Europe. There is another example in Sweden. And while we were diving and seeing all this beautiful, fantastic heritage, I realized that myself, my colleague, and some of the students were just a little bunch of people who had the privilege of actually witnessing this heritage. And I came up with this project, which is called Bringing People to the Museum and the Museum Underwater. It is thanks to grants like the Heritage Lottery Fund that we are now in a position to share the importance of this shipwreck with you. This allows us to study, investigate the shipwreck further and understand why it is important, why it was important historically, archaeologically, and what was going to happen to this shipwreck if we hadn't secured this kind of funding. An example is very simple. You can actually see it from this tiny timber coming from the shipwreck, from the site. The white part has been dug by a shipworm, and this is what is degrading at an alarming rate that wreck that is lying on the seabed just behind me. So it is very important that we continue the excavation, that we raise as much of the site as possible, and that we understand its importance from any point of view. It's about involving the community and you take ownership of your own underwater cultural heritage.